I can't believe I got in this place. Hey everybody, it's Sleeve, and for this supermarket checkout video, we are at the Giant in Feasterville-Trevose, Pennsylvania. Now this was built on the site of a former Kmart. In fact, the Kmart, according to Google Street View photos I've seen, was torn down in 2017, and this store was opened by 2018. This replaces a former Gennardi's turned Giant. It's now the second location for Bell's Market just down the road. That particular store was covered in a previous video, so check my supermarket checkout playlist. And while you're at it, take a look at all the other stores that yours truly has checked out for you. Now, back to this store. This is a completely new build from the ground up, looking nothing like the Giant-Carlisles we've seen before. Now, as we enter the store, we can't help but notice the boring gray walls. Yes, this store received boring gray as its decor package. And this is the boring gray 1.0 that we previously saw at a Stop & Shop in Pennington, New Jersey. Again, refer to my supermarket checkout playlist for more information. We see the department signage has the same brown wood tone backing, yet unlike Stop & Shop or Giant Landover, the fruit basket motif is nowhere to be seen. That's the difference we find in the Royal Dutch A-Hold decor packages, whether it's the 20 teens multicolored one or this boring gray. Giant Company or Giant-Carlisle never has the fruit basket that Giant Landover or Giant Food would have. And since Stop & Shop seems to still be connected to Giant Food or Giant Landover, you'll still see the fruit basket motif in their department signage and whatnot. Now, of course, no matter which Royal Dutch A-Hold store you're at, Stop & Shop or the two Giants, you will see the fruit basket on any store brand items, but that's for you here and there. On to the store. You might notice the aisle markers look similar to the ones used in the 20 teens decor package we saw at the closed Stop & Shop in the south side of Edison, New Jersey, or the Giant at the former Gennardi's in St. David's, PA. And it seems that this decor package, Boring Gray 1.0, uses the aisle markers, while the Boring Gray 2.0 has the newer style. They kind of remind me of what I've been seeing at Wise Markets with their new decor package, their colorful decor package. See, that's a good idea. Colors. You know what I'm saying? Make it look inviting. This looks very industrial. I remember showing my mom footage I had of the Lansdowne, PA Giant, and I asked her, what store is this? And she said, BJ's Wholesale, Costco. It looked like a warehouse. And I find this too looks more like a warehouse than a particularly inviting supermarket. Now, I couldn't help but notice that the placement of the pharmacy was pretty much within the store aisles, kind of a little mini building within the store, kind of like a Walmart pharmacy. And they seem to have boring gray walls too. I think that tells you what I think. And sorry, Marty, we see you again. I always seem to run into him at these stores, don't know why. But at this point, I think someone in my family had a birthday coming up. Probably my sister, because I visited here in July 2023, if I remember correctly. But maybe I stopped for a card here, or maybe I went to another store to get a card, but I forget. But at any rate, this felt more like a Walmart than it felt like a grocery store, like a warehouse. I mean, while this was a well-stocked store, while this is a clean-looking store, while they have interesting innovations like this sliding rack, that way they can put more product out there for you to see, something was missing. And that something was color. It didn't feel inviting. It didn't feel warm. It felt kind of cold and industrial. And just because it's gray doesn't mean it has to be boring gray. At this point, I'd like to shout out to the Market Report blog. Thanks again for your comments regarding the video I did on Key Foods of Bridgeton. I've been looking at the Market Report blog and had seen some recent Stop and Shop articles that he has on his site, and they have a new decor package that, well, it's still gray, not nearly as boring. I think they have kind of found a little something to make it more exciting. And if Stop and Shop with their 3.0 gray, I don't know if it's a boring gray, but it's definitely the third gray decor package they've been using. I can say that this new gray, maybe it should be not even counted as a 3.0, but their new gray is a lot nicer, a lot more inviting. And perhaps Giant Company and Giant Food, the two giants, could include a similar decor package in their remodels from here on out, and their new stores, of course. Yep, I picked up a bag of pepperoni. I have a strange habit of eating pepperoni, so much so that I'll just eat straight from the bag. Hey, it's protein. Yeah, I know Charleston Pinball Arcade might have something to say about that, but oh well. And I probably went and got a drink to wash it down too. Honestly, this is not a store that I would enjoy shopping in. It would feel too depressing for me. But that's why I'm glad that I get to just visit stores and not make them my regular spots to stop and shop. At this point, I was looking for something to wash down my pepperoni. And so, I think I went with a Coke Zero. If I remember correctly, yep. Or was it Diet Coke? Whatever. At this point, it's time for me to make my way to the self-checkout and ring up my own purchases. Thank you very much. That way, the Giant-Carlisle employees don't stare at my Sony Handycam duct taped to my head, which by this part of the trip really hurts, okay? Not gonna lie. And this brings us to the end of our supermarket checkout of the Giant in Feasterville-Trevose. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, tell a friend, check out my merch, link in the description. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.
I'm Alan Noddle, president of Giant Foods. I want to be honest with you. Some grocery stores make a big deal about advertising a few weekly specials. But if you don't like those brands, who cares? That's why Giant has loads of bonus buys in every aisle. They're marked with these green tags. At Giant, we have thousands of bonus buys with hundreds of new ones every week to save you money every time you shop. And that's as honest as I can be. Giant, more low prices, honest.